Joel Trachtman is professor of international law at the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy at Tufts University. Welcome, Professor, and thank you once again for joining us. You rate very well. Our viewers really love to listen to every word you say because of your expertise. Give us your at 30,000 feet look at the USMCA that the president just took a victory lap on in Philadelphia.
Thank you, Liz. Well, it's a good deal. It's a hybrid between the 1993 NAFTA, the original NAFTA, and the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which President Trump rejected his first days in office, which was negotiated by the prior administration. So the economic fundamentals are the same, except for those auto provisions, which you mentioned, and a few minor points. The economic fundamentals are the same as the original NAFTA. And they provide for zero tariffs, with some exceptions, between Canada, Mexico, and the United States. And then a lot of the modernization, that 1993 agreement needed modernization, is in the form of provisions that have been taken out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which Mexico and Canada are party to, but the United States is not. For example, there's an e-commerce chapter, and I checked that carefully against the Trans-Pacific Partnership e-commerce chapter, and it's almost identical. And so for a lot of the new things, there are things that the United States would have had if it had entered into the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And also, we would have had it with 11 other countries, and maybe eventually been able to convince China to sign on to those 21st century trade obligations that were of the type that we want against China.
I'm glad you brought up the C word, China. Let's get to that. Does this now, the fact that we have a deal, so to speak, not voted upon yet by Congress, but a deal with Mexico and Canada, box China in now, push them closer to a finish line where the U.S. can meet them partway, if what you're saying is true? And we don't have a massive overhaul of NAFTA. You say the economic fundamentals are basically the same. I've heard the word cosmetic. I do see some more significant changes within it. But if that's true, then shouldn't China look upon that as, well, we don't have to go too far in getting a deal with America or agreeing to a deal with the U.S.?
Well, certainly if NAFTA had ended, China would have seen that it had the United States in a tougher position without Mexico especially, but also Canada as zero tariff competitors. So it gives the United States a little more leverage against China. And it also means that the United States is fighting a one-front trade war with China. And so the United States can do that. But we still have the problem of how do we convince China to change its whole economic structure, its state-owned enterprises, its structure as a non-market economy.
Does this agreement push them into a position where they're out there on an island? A man-made island that they man-make islands all the time out in the South China Sea, which we don't like, certainly. But does this push them out there where they're flailing? I know that the European Union doesn't have an exact deal at the moment, but obviously we're a little closer with them.
I don't think that it does. I think this is not so different from NAFTA Classic. And so it's just the status quo to a large extent. The United States hasn't put itself into a worse position. And as I said, the United States now can concentrate on China and work. Hopefully, the United States has begun to work with Europe and Japan to try to come up with a strategy to convince China to change so that it will be easier to trade with China.
Okay.